Welcome back, everybody. So, something a little different today. You guys that have been around for a while know that the shop only had room for one car, a lot of woodworking stuff, a lot of metalworking stuff, and we built this shop 32 years ago when we bought this house, and I've worked in it and worked on it ever since. And it's mostly woodworking and metalworking with just this one stall on the left there for the cars. Y'all have seen the video before, but I'll put up some stills along the way here, so you can kind of see where we were and where we're headed. But I decided when we bought the Mustang, no big deal. It fit in there, fit in there okay. We bought the Maverick, I had a problem, so don't have anywhere for two cars. So I bought a portable garage and put it out back and put the Mustang in that. And I've ever since I've wanted both these cars to be in the shop. So we have started that process, and it's definitely a process. So I'll bring you all along. I started moving stuff yesterday after a bunch of head scratching and measuring, and I'll show you more when we get in here. But anyway, hopefully it won't take the rest of my life to recover this shop, but pretty much had to move everything under the sun. Pardon the noise. The neighbors next door are getting a roof, and it's a metal roof, and it's been noisy. Here we are. What a freaking disaster. But there's two cars in here, so that's pretty cool. So whenever we first built this shop, I never had any aspirations to do anything but work on cars, so it was totally a car thing. So that's what's up with the three doors. And then once the woodworking and the metalworking really got going, then I had two lathes in front of this door. My little bit bigger G0752 Grizzly lathe was in there, and this little mini lathe was over there, and I had a bunch of stuff stacked up, piled up. I'm such a freaking pack rat, which I'm trying to do better. So, but unfortunately, I've pack ratted in the shop for 32 years. But the cars are in here, but there's still a long way to go, because as you can see, that's way too close to the mill. So gotta be able to move to the left. So the next major project is we're gonna move this table saw station, which means I gotta revamp in some of this dust collection stuff. I built this Cyclone, I don't know, many years ago, back in the early 2000s, when I was really deep into the woodworking deal. And I still like to do that, and I still use this equipment. So I have to be able to use all of this equipment and deal with two cars in here. But anyway, we moved a bunch of stuff around, moved some stuff out, threw some stuff away, was able to get the lathe over here where that parts washer was in there with a bunch of stuff stacked around it and a couple of generators and yada yada that I'm just putting somewhere else. So got the lathe over here yesterday, no big deal, it's on wheels. This planer, get over here on the other side. It's a Grizzly. It is a beast of a planer. But it weighs, I have to look on Grizzly to see, but I think it weighs around 1,000 pounds, and there's something caught underneath it. So all these marks on the floor is me wiggling that thing to get it where it is now, and I'll have to redo a little dust collection stuff there too. But trying to get over there. And then this bench, I built this bench in 2002, and it's all white oak, except the top is actually 3 layers of 3/4 MDF that are glued and screwed together with a piece of white oak plywood on the top, and then it's edge banded with white oak. But I added up all the board feet, everything that's in it, and I think it weighs about 800 pounds empty, and it is anything but empty. That thing is full. So I could see, you can barely see them poking out under there, but I went over to Harbor Freight and bought some plate wheel dollies, and I had to just jack the thing up and put it on wheel dollies to get it over there. And it's in front of this door, but I'm not really using this door anyway, because those of you that have seen it, there's a video out there on our RV cover stuff. But the RV cover is right outside this door, so I don't go in and out that door with vehicles or anything anymore. So being in front of that door is no big deal. The lathes and all of that stuff, being in front of this other door was the deal killer to this. So that's what we got done yesterday, and which meant that it was just a pile. I'm such a freaking pack rat, and I absolutely hate it, but I'm going to try to make some sense of all this, put up some more shelves, move some more stuff around. It is really a complete shop revamp, redo. Hopefully I'll live long enough to accomplish that. I have my doubts right now, but yeah, you never know. But anyway, I'm going to be working more on it today. I'll shoot some more video, and we'll have a whole series of this, trying to get from where we were to where we need to be. So stay tuned for a bunch more shop stuff, and like and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoy what's on the channel, and hope y'all enjoy watching me wrangle and struggle. And the next video, I'm going to go through some processes of how I was trying to figure out what to do here, and then whatever's next. So appreciate y'all watching. I'll be back in a little bit.